Let's get started. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and select the bell for notifications. Well, first, I want to thank all my awesome Patreon members who help make it possible to create these videos. So I am going to show them. Hello from Iowa, just a plain mom. Awesome. I'm going to show you my Patreon members' names here really quick so I can thank them. I am out of town, you guys. I am currently in Denver visiting my daughter, and being a blessing to her. It was not a planned trip, but sometimes you just need your mom, and I was happy to be able to be here for her. So I am, making a little bit of an adjustment from my normal routine of things. So I am just flipping here in a minute. Hello, Molly Matthew. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you write to me. So forgive me for the little bit of confusion, but I just want to really quickly thank all my Patreon members. And so here they are, you guys. I'm just going to call out their names in case you can't see them clearly, but they are Sonia Baskin, Etta, Allison Jackus, Dean Martin, Ryan McMurray, Sanrina Moore, Lepton Cork, Destiny Riles, Keith Theory, Lucille Theory, Shamika Theory, and Gay Willis. Yeah, so I just wanted to acknowledge them really quickly. So I have, and what I'm going to be updating you guys on today, this is of course, my pocket wide traveler's notebook. It is my traveler's notebook and wallet to stay in my purse. And then my A5 that I was setting up for my primary Spanish book. So we're going to talk about those a little bit. So here I did add a few things down here. So I did have, I think, maybe one or two of these charms in the last video, so I added a third one. These are all from Shine Sticker Studio. You can find them on Etsy. They used to have some stuff at Michael's. You know how Michael's lets different Etsy businesses kind of try out or have a time period there in the store. Capital Chic Designs has been there for a long time now, who started out online, and I think they are probably permanently going to be at Michael's because they're still there now. But these are from Shine Sticker Studio from back at that time, and they're just little charms, and I just love them so much, hanging here at the bottom. Everything else is the same. My Ollie clip on the front, Ollie clip on the back, and of course I DIY'd this traveler's notebook, and I've shared that in previous videos, so be sure and check those out. It was my traveler's notebook that I created to go to Tokyo in 2020, but of course COVID ruined that, but I have it in multiple videos for One Book July and also for my trip to Iceland. Okay, so here in the very front, I was sharing with you guys, I just have a little journaling card. It's still there. Nothing's changed there. So this section has my IDs, and I'm just trying to be careful because I didn't have the elastic. I did want to tell you I decided to use, remember before, some elastic to hold my IDs closed here, and it's got craft folder and dashboard, which I made all of that, and I made this traveler's notebook, but the elastic is, it's just too thick for that. I mean, the contents are too thick for that, so I don't know if you can tell, but the elastic is about to come off or break right here, so I'm not going to worry about doing that again. I just have to remember to keep it closed as I go. And so these are my bank cards. So we're just going to go past that. I'm trying to be careful because I don't have elastic on there anymore. Okay, there we go. Then this was the insert that I had shared that a friend of mine made a long time ago, and that I'm using for my first section of bullet journaling in my traveler's notebook. So I'll update you guys on that. The future log is the same. I think I added some appointments in there. And then for this month, so I wanted to let you know, remember I made this with the laminator, and then I just left some extra when I cut around to cut it out of the sheet to write this month with a Sharpie. So it will wear off some as you use this from touching on it. So I would recommend, if you make it this way, try to always handle your dashboard down on this part and not where the letters are, but it's fine. I noticed that it was wearing and I just went back over it with my Sharpie again. And so here's how I was excited to show you guys how my doodles have been coming. So remember, I hadn't used a pocket in my purse in ages. It had been years, and I'm really, really enjoying this size still. I just don't think I'm ever going to return to not having this as my wallet and my everyday carry planner, from now on. So, but it's really been a blessing having such a small space, but not too small of a space. Like, I don't think I could use a mini, but it allows me to do everything I need to do. And then when I want to doodle or sketch, I don't feel overwhelmed like I need to fill up such a big space. So that has been really such a blessing. And so this is how my doodles have come out. So of course, I used a marker that bled through before. And so, but that's okay. We're going to let that go. And so the doodles are better because sometimes I was like sitting at an office and I didn't have a table and it was hard to really doodle. But on the plane, it was much easier. And there was somewhere else I went, or at home, and it was much easier when I had a table. So then the doodles improved. So I'm going to try to let you know, in case you're unaware, I got these prompts from doodlewash.com. They're actually June prompts, but I used them for the month of July. And so this one, I'm trying to remember what they all were. This was lemonade, not in a comfortable spot to doodle. This was peaches, butterfly. This is honeysuckle. Now, starting at this point, I started using colored pencils, and I'm going to show you about that here in just a moment. And actually, let me kind of clip this on the side so we can make this a lot easier to do. All right, let's do that and use this little kitchen clip so we can see what we're doing, right? Okay, I'm gonna be careful. And then you guys can see as well what's happening. Okay, I think that will work a little bit better. So that's honeysuckle. This was cake and ice cream. This was a hedgehog. I'm curious if you guys can guess what some of these are, if you could kind of recognize it, or if you're like, I have no idea. This was supposed to be vacation, and I forgot to draw the luggage on top, so I drew the card too large, and now there's words up there. I can't fit luggage on top. This is a chickadee, and that's my favorite one. Well, this one and this one. But I think this one is probably my favorite doodle that turned out well. I was able to sit at a table, so I like that one. That was a chickadee. This is a cityscape. This was graduation. This was flip-flops. This was corn. I think it might have been corn on the cob. Yeah, I think it was corn on the cob. This was dance or dancing, and I was like, I have no idea. So I drew sort of a stick person, kind of. I don't know. Sort of doing Olay. And then this was books, and I like the way that turned out. I didn't realize that I had all this space. I could have drawn a bigger bookshelf, but I like it. Different color books, a couple of plants on the bookshelves. This is a basket. This was barbecue, but I went over into the other space to put the little mobile barbecue thing there. And then this is pearls. Yeah, so this is turning out fun. I'm enjoying doodling in this small space. So that is working out and doing a doodle a day. And then this is how the first week turned out. I can't remember. I think I shared this week with you guys already. And so I did make a little bit of change to this. And I think I shared the initial aspect of that. So I still, here I had my daily scripture reading. These were the things I wanted to try to accomplish at some point during the week, but not on a specific day. These are the days of the weeks and the things to do. And then this was the shopping list. This stickers is from Capital Chic Designs, all three of those. This was Shine Sticker Studio. And I think all the rest, no, some of them were for Planner Shack. So the teeny tiny ones are from Planner Shack. This is Shine Sticker Studio. And this is, I cannot think of the name, gosh. Sorry about that. And then Planner Shack up there. And then for the next week, how this turned out, what I did is I still had the shopping list that week. So I hadn't changed that just yet. So this is basically the same template, only I used, oops, sorry about that. Only I used some stickers for the checklist, and they were from Capital Chic Designs. I don't remember, though this is washi tape that I got from Walmart. And then I just did my own little page flag kind of thing and colored that and went with the theme. And then this week is where I changed it to do meal plans. And so, all right, here, this is the current week. Now, I didn't plan to be in Colorado, so things didn't turn out the way they planned, but that's okay. That is part of life. So remember, I'm putting every week up here what the week number is, and I still have, there are six, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 6 hearts in here. Like all of these lists for this package that I got from Walmart, sticker sheets, they only had 6 places to check, but there's 7 days of the week. So today's Saturday. I actually have Saturday and Sunday to read for my scriptures, and a lot of things just couldn't get done this week because I had to go out of town and do some things here. So I did have to cross out several things. Now, a few things still won't get done this week, but I don't want to cross them out yet because I want to transfer them to the next week. So once I write them down on the next week, then I'll put the arrow that shows that they're on the future week. Yeah, and then this is from Capital Chic Designs, and so is this lady right here at the bottom. Yeah, so then I'll be setting up tomorrow. I'll be setting up the next week. Now I know I used some Tombow dual brush pens that bled through on here, but that's okay. I'm just going to use those same hearts on the other side, and so I'll just reverse. So I'll put everything that was on this side on that side, and etc. Yeah, so that's how that is looking. And then I've been using my little pocket folders that I made years ago to put receipts in. I still have my CDC card, and I made sure to put that in the very front so that I wouldn't accidentally throw it away because it could be in the back with the other receipts. And I couldn't put them all in one other pocket because it's pretty full with receipts. So yeah, so then my gratitude journal, oh, I am behind on. So this is Bible study. I just realized that, but again, I had an unexpected trip. And I shared these notes with you guys already. I had an unexpected trip, so I only, what is this? No, this was still Bible study. So I only went through the 13th. Yeah, so I have this whole week to get caught up on, which I do because I still have notes and memories of what's happened, and I can remember things from being on this trip. I've been thanking God verbally every day, but now I'll write those down. So I'll get that caught up. So that insert, remember, is all gratitude. And then there's the pocket again. And then here are my collections. So, which there's another set of stickers. Oh, I think I shared this last time. I love these stickers so much. So then in my collection, so this is week 28. So the week isn't finished. This is for reading the chronological Bible in 1 year, reading it in the order of the events of history. And so this is week 28. I still got today and tomorrow to read. That's the whole index for this insert. And then exercise, we are on week 28, and I have today and tomorrow to get 5. So remember, my goal for the year is to be at 85% accuracy of working out 5 times a week. And I really think I'm averaging 4, but I want to try my best to get 85% of 5 days a week. So I still need to work out today and tomorrow, but I've done 3 days this week, and it's been good. And then social media, nothing to track because the month's not up yet. And then birthday greetings. I don't have with me here the bullet journal to where I can record when I did it before on the other ones. So I will do that when I get back home. And so I will get this all updated when I'm back in town for all these different types of greetings that I do on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon. And there's my Patreon information. Nothing's changed here. I brought stuff to finish working on my principal, so I'll be finished with that this coming week. I brought everything to mail my packets to my $10 Patreon members, and I do need to figure out how I'm going to make adjustments for my behind the scenes while I'm not in town. So that is definitely something I've got to work on. But one-offs, nothing new has happened. This is where it's like things I want to get that I just need to check off. One, it's not like a monthly thing, like going to, hopefully if we get to still go to Hawaii as a family with my husband's side of the family in December, for example, and we'll check that off. So those are all my one-offs. And then, I think I'll wait till I get back home probably to work on, no, I won't. I will reach out to some other sponsorships to see if I can get some more done, or agreed upon while I'm still out of town. My wish list, I haven't even thought about anything that I need to buy until I get home. These are the things that are on my list for hopefully this year. So I think I'll worry more about that when I get back home, because then I have to, well, either ship it, that's no biggie. I could order it and it'd be shipped when it'd be home when I get there. So we'll see. But I really want to pay attention to what my daughter needs and not be all caught up in all these other things. And then I do need to remind my husband that the tire rotation is due on my car, and to double check the dates for the tags, because I haven't been tracking that in here. I would just remember. But you know, sometimes years run into each other and you're like, oh my gosh, I thought that was next year. So I need to check in that too. So this evening and tomorrow, mainly tomorrow, when I prepare for the week, I always flip through all of these collections and see what I need to work on. And so my goals for my personal life and my business, those are still there. And then I think that is it. Nothing else new in here. So let's put this week back in here. Okay, right there. And then I'll show you, I did not get to do as much as I wanted to do in my Spanish book. So if you haven't checked my previous videos for One Book July, be sure and do that, because it'll make complete sense as to what is she talking about. What is this stuff that she's showing us right now? Sorry about that, you guys. Again, I'm not at home, so the setup is a little bit different. And I just bumped into the thing that's holding my camera. All right, so I wanted to show you first, this is what I did post a photo on Instagram and on, I think I did on my community tab, I'm not sure, but this is just the cutest setup that's in my purse right now for travel. So I have this, it is just one of those sets of 3 that you can get from Dollar Tree, those snap lid containers, and you know, they come in a set of 3. And then I've got 2 different sets of Crayola, the little travel size Crayola colored pencils. I got the pastel and the primary colors, and it's 8 in each set, so it's 16. It's perfectly fits in here. I can put more in here as well if I wanted to. Then I got this little mini eraser that I got, I think at Dollar Tree years ago. And then this little pencil sharpener. I don't remember where I got that from. And then also in here, now this isn't Dollar Tree lid, I didn't notice that until recently, but this is the pencil lid refill, but Dollar Tree does sell these, and it goes to this mechanical pencil that's on my traveler's notebook. Yeah, so all of that right here. So that is what I have been using to color on the plane, in doctor's offices. All that stuff just sits perfectly in my purse. It's not too heavy. I mean, it's really light, and I mean, it's not like a feather light, but it doesn't add too much weight to my purse, and I can doodle. I got my pencil, I got my pen. I usually doodle and pen 99% of the time, only if I'm like, I don't think that's going to turn out well at all unless I sketch it in pencil. Do I do it in pencil? And sometimes I don't do it then either. I just say, hey, let's just see how it turns out. So this works perfectly in my purse right now. So then this is my Spanish book. So again, be sure and watch the previous videos for One Book July if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about here. But I didn't get to do as much as I wanted in here so far. I really wanted to get a lot more done this week. The reason why is, remember, I was transferring stuff from my other book into here to have it just all in one place, but I forgot to pack it. Yes, but I just started kind of going by memory and working that way, and I think I'll call my son and ask him to text some stuff to me or take some pictures for me so that I can work more that way. Of course, I still love the way this looks when I open it up. So I just did a little bit so far. Now again, remember I have a minor. When I got my degree, I have a minor in Spanish. I used to attend a Spanish-speaking church, you know, all that different stuff. And so I'm just practicing to work to get deeper in my Spanish and be more fluent in speaking and in translating, interpreting. So I did some stuff, and so a lot of these words I know, but I didn't know all of the possible uses because I would be watching videos and I would know what the person was saying, the words they were using, but sometimes the sentence didn't make sense. And that's because I was limited in my understanding of the definition of that word and it was being used in a different way. So, for instance, I used to believe and think that a CSC meant so-so, which it does. It means so-so, but it also means that's it. Like, yeah, that's it. Didn't know that. And I always thought that since I see means so, that I see meant so, that I see by itself meant so, but it doesn't. I see by itself means like this, like that, this way, even if, that is, that's, etc. So those are things that I've been working on to work deeper on. So like for instance, I guess I'll have some other examples as I go. So I think that's all I did in BA. I just did a couple of words in B because I knew the word bolígrafo, but I didn't know boli, which is like a abbreviation of it. So that's an example. Do I have anything under C? No. D. So there's like a lot of sections that I probably don't have anything, but I do have some more that I can show you. I've got some G's. So I just wanted to double check gouache. So gouache in English is the same in Spanish, you know, the paint, but also it can mean as a colloquialism or like a slang. In Colombia and Venezuela, it can mean trashy or uncouth. Yeah, and so when I used to attend a Spanish-speaking church, I knew people from Venezuela, from Colombia, from Peru, from Ecuador, and they use some words differently. Yeah, so those are some examples. So I got some G's. What else did I get? H. No. So I just did a little bit. KLM. I think I had some M's. Yeah, I had some M's. So, but I think I knew all of the definitions for these. No, there was a few. So like from mandarse, I didn't know that it could also mean to like polish off your food or knock back a drink. Yeah. So those are the things like that. So I did a few more, but I don't want to bore you guys on there, especially if you're not interested in Spanish. But my point was, even though I was out of town and I didn't bring my other book with me, I didn't let it keep me from working because I knew some things that I could still work on. So lots of different words. I did make sure I put in here so I to remember all of the phrases that are common where it comes to planning. So the definition, the words for planning. Oh, I didn't do journaling, but planning, planner. There's like different words you can use for a planner, a notebook. You know. Stationery, paint brushes, and you might think, oh, you don't know those words. Well, no, I do, but I would find that those words can mean so many other things. Now, there are a few words here and there that just mean one or two things, but there are other words that can mean so many different things, and when someone uses it, you're like, what are they talking about? They're talking about a totally different thing. So if you're ever curious about studying languages, I want to let you know my favorite website, and you can use the app, and you can register and have an account, a free one, is for Spanish anyway, is SpanishDict.com, because it doesn't just give you that general definition of the word. It will at the top, but then it gives you every possible definition of the word, every use, and if it's used different ways in different countries, how it's used, if it has slang or colloquial uses, how they're used in different places and examples. It's wonderful. So yes, I don't want to bore you guys on that, but thank you so much for watching today. I know this is a different video, it's a different setup. I know you're used to seeing a more recorded video from me, especially on something like One Book July. But I thank you so much for watching. You know, you can still watch the video later and comment. You can comment now and use super chat if you like. But thank you so much. Please like the video if you do, if you enjoyed it. It really helps my channel a lot, and it tells the YouTube algorithm to recommend my videos to other people. Also, I have 2 Facebook groups. The one for anyone around the world is called Organized Planner Chic Crew, and there we do giveaways and we try to stay in touch just about every day with all different types of posts. And the local group is called Phoenix Planner Friends for Christ, so check us out there if you live in the area. I am on Instagram at Organized Planner Chic, where I post all of my creative ventures and adventures. And then if you are interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. And until next time, everyone, happy planning.